Clay, could you make an opening statement?
Yeah, I'll be happy to. Certainly happy to get a win. I knew it'd be a tough battle, just like they always are. A little bit of their style of play, and really proud of our defense and how they hung in all day. And then, offensively, I thought we had a chance to take complete control there in the second quarter and missed some opportunities, left some points out there, and let them, kind of stay within striking distance like I knew they would be. And then obviously Elijah making the play there to get the ball, and really proud of our offense being able to pound it in. I think maybe got away from that part of the run game a little bit. We just were struggling hitting throws, and that was just the difference. If we could have hit some throws, we had a bunch of opportunities to make some plays in the passing game and didn't make hardly any. And I think that's kind of what made it tough. But again, just a great team win. It took kind of all phases, and really proud of our team. I can't hear you, Scott. Unmute it.
Why did Elijah make the start tonight? And obviously, huge play.
Well, yeah, we've done some of that before. Just trying to get a bigger guy with what they do, playing that spur position. That spur largely is a kind of a hybrid safety linebacker kind of guy, and just trying to get a bigger guy on the field. We played several guys. Played Evan DiMaggio out there a little bit. Evan's usually an inside linebacker, and that was a little bit of adjustment Coach Vaughn's staff made. We did it at a couple positions, and certainly paid off for us. I mean, the play he made was huge. I told him I don't think better if he could have scooped and scored. I said I'd liked him probably even more, but also proud of our offense being able to come in. And I told Coach Corse at that point in time we weren't kicking a field goal. Maybe I would have if it'd been 4th and long, but I just said we weren't going to go up by 6. I said we need to get a touchdown here, and Dom ran the football really well, and obviously some guys were blocking pretty good.
Clay, you got obviously a really big game from Roberto, and then you obviously didn't have Devin play. What happened there?
Well, Devin, I say it was a game time decision, and I guess it kind of was, but we didn't think he was going to be able to go. He was limited this week. He wasn't 100% and wasn't close to that. And I just, we challenged, and you guys, Dom, he's sitting here. I mean, we challenged him, a couple of weeks ago about, kind of like we did that whole group, but just really proud of him, how he's responded. He's kind of the guy that, we play with I guess you'd say a fullback, running back, and then the tailback. He plays both those spots. Certainly has great running skills and has good speed. And he's a hard guy to tackle. And but we just felt like we were better with him. I thought Wayne had been really productive the last few weeks. And Devin Abrams let those three. He had Kendall Thomas ready to go. We were let those three guys kind of carry the load, and certainly love to have Devin in there. He's a big part of what
Devin, I guess you'd say after the Walker game, he sort of put up a brave front because we knew that he'd been banged up, and he pretty much said there's nothing there. I mean, I'm saying he's kind of
and I think he kind of thought he could go today too, but I don't know. I think he kind of knew we wouldn't be quite as good if he wasn't full go. He battled a bit of a groin injury in August. And I think just kind of re-aggravated it. And could he have played? Yeah, maybe. Probably could have. I don't know if he'd have been what we were wanting.
When you beat the Citadel, one of the things you're going to have to do is recognize that they're going to have a lot of gap ball, a lot more plays, and a lot more time of possession. It's hard to play them, even if they don't win, without them doing that.
Yeah, no doubt. And I told our team last night at our last little Friday meeting, I said, if things could go absolutely great for us tomorrow, meaning today. And I said, we're still not going to get very many possessions. It's going to be limited. And I said, it's just the nature of who they are, how they play. And I looked, I think their quarterback had 35 carries. I knew he had a bunch. And, like I said, I was proud of our team. Only I was just disappointed. We just had a bunch of chances, I thought, in the second quarter take control of the game. You know, even after the block punt, you know, we got, I think, a great call. We think we got 2 or 3 guys open, and we high snap. Hadn't had one of those. We had another 3rd and short, and Hamp, I think, dropped the snap. You know, we had a 4th and short and got a procedure, you know, which were drive killers. But by and large, you know, we had to make plays. We did. And like I said, these games are always tough to win. You play that style of play. I don't care who you are. We had certainly, our defense coach did a great job. And, you know, we spent a little time on our bye week, as we do year round for them. And I thought they had a great plan. And, you know, probably other than, you know, we the first turnover put them in a bad way. I thought they played extremely well.
Coach, particularly on that side of the ball, I thought Scianna and Bryce McKormick especially seemed to be all over the place.
Yeah, they really did. It'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out. But I think Bryce McKormick made the tackle on the 4th down play early in the game where he just absolutely stoned the guy, maybe a half yard short of what he needed. And, you know, normally a guy it's hard to stop a guy, you know, dead in his tracks, but he did. And then I guess right after that's when maybe we had the big play on offense. But no, those guys just keep getting better. And as I tell them, you know, the only way for us, we just got to keep working. And our kids we got to clean up some things. And, you know, I don't know. We've had three games in a row with this group where we've really, really been bad in the pass game. And I think we've had, you know, I thought we protected really well again tonight. The only sack early was totally on Jace. You know, that's the guy you got to throw hot on, and he didn't throw it. And, you know, but other than that, I thought we protected really well. I felt good. The 2-minute drive, I thought we were going to have a chance to do something, but we missed a couple open throws and had to put our defense back out there.
Did you make the change to Hamp tonight because Jace got a little banged up, or? No,
I mean, really, we were just trying to get something going in the passing game, to be honest with you. You know, we felt like, you know, looking back, we might have gotten away from the run game a little bit. But, man, we had some opportunities because the safeties were up in there. I mean, you watch it, it was that heavy box, and we just missed some, as I say, layup throws and really just trying to change it up a little bit. And, you know, I was proud how both of them responded. So, I think at the end of the day, we're going to need both of them as the season goes on. And, you know, they're both guys we can win games with, and we just got to keep working.
Coach, back to the Elijah McKoy play. Just how important was that at that particular moment of the game where, you know, it kind of felt like they were starting to gain a little bit of control back, and then, you know, coming up with a big strip sack like that?
Oh, it was huge. You know, I thought we'd had a bunch of chances a year ago. Even I've watched some of their games this year. You know, he attacks those pitch keys. We thought we had a chance to get a hand on the ball, and he did. And I mean, obviously that was huge. And you know, I think that the great thing is he came up with that play, and then we're able to pound it in there and have a great little drive to stick it in the end zone. So those are things that, you know, you got to be able to do to win games like that.
Yeah. And how important is he to this team as, you know, a co-captain and a 50-year guy?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, he started tonight. You know, he hadn't even been a full-time starter. He's played a lot of football for us. And just, as I say, he's a Furman guy in every way. Character, you know, what he's done academically, he's going to have great things ahead. But, man, he's been a great leader for us and a great teammate. And I'm really happy for him. Hey, I got Dom and Elijah here, and I want y'all to have a chance. I'm going to give you Dom first.
Good evening.
Hey, Dominic. Take me through that first big play for you tonight. Is that the longest run you've ever made, or second longest in Furman history?
Yes, that's the longest run I've ever had in my life. The hole was huge. You know, the line did an amazing job of blocking tonight. And going through my head was just, don't get caught. Don't get caught. And I didn't get caught, so.
How about the how about the drive there to the last scoring drive? It just seemed like Elijah gave y'all a ton of momentum. The offense looked re-energized when they went back out there, and you just kind of bulled your way down to the goal line.
Yeah, just going down there, they said, protect the ball and be physical. And they've kind of asked us to step up in that way and just become, as a group, hard runners.
Anything else for Dom?
Thank you.
Hey, Elijah.
How you doing?
Hey, after all you've kind of been through and missing the spring injury and everything, how satisfying was to make the start tonight? And then obviously you had the biggest play of the night probably there in the fourth quarter.
It was honestly incredible. And we've been working on that play all week, and they were like, it's a hard play to see. And they were like, are you actually going to be able to see that? And I was like, yeah, I think I'll be able to see it. And it was just really rewarding to be able to see that play and get the turnover, especially in a moment where we really needed one right there.
Elijah, what was kind of the mentality of the defense at that point? The offense hadn't scored since early second quarter. Did you guys feel like you really needed to have a big play to get your offense back on the field at that point?
Well, on defense, we really pride ourselves in, no matter what's going on, no matter what the circumstances are, we're always going to face adversity. We talk about it every single week, and making sure we shake back. We talk about getting back. We call ourselves Get Back Gang, to make sure we always, regardless of the situation, bend but don't break. And, in those situations, they always tell us somebody's got to make a play. And I was fortunate enough to be the one to make the play today.
Elijah, I know that you really dread playing the Citadel, because no matter whether you win or lose, you're probably going to be on the field an awfully long time. I mean, they had a lot more plays today. They had a lot more. You won. But, I mean, it's tough. It's got to be tough for the defense, just all of that time that you're out there trying to stop those option plays.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't easy, and it takes a toll on your body. But, we know that going into the game, and that's something we prepare for. And, it's something you just have to mentally be ready for. And we knew it was going to be a fight. We talk about it every year when we play Citadel. And, certainly it tests your will and your endurance a little bit. But, at the end of the day, it's all about getting the win. So you just got to kind of push through it.
Thanks.
Elijah, in Southern, now 3 Southern Conference games, y'all given up 13 points in the second half. What has been kind of the key for the defense, especially in the second half when you're being relied on?
It's just when we go in there at halftime, especially if we're winning, we're always told if they don't score, they don't win. So our goal is always to keep no more points from being able to get on the board. And we pride ourselves in that. We focus on it. And, we obviously need to start a little bit faster in some of these games, but we always know that at the end of the day, the game can be on our back. If we do take care of what we need to take care of, we'll always give ourselves a chance to win.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Good. What was the key for you guys defensively in terms of it's a tough team to kind of game plan against in practice, because you can't really do everything that they do offensively. And way back when, Furman used to see this offense quite a bit, but you don't see it as often. Just take me through practicing and then playing it and trying to control it.
Yes, sir. I think the biggest thing defensively is Coach Vaughn, our position coaches preached on just first down. And if you stop them on first down, get a TFL, no gain. I mean, they 2nd and 10, their playbook isn't wide open. I mean, if they get 3 yards, their playbook's still wide open. So just first down, playing hard first down, and then carrying that through 2nd and 3rd down, and then obviously just doing your job, putting your eyes where they're supposed to be, and trusting that the other person will do their job.
What's it been like for you personally to kind of, you're not a starter per se, but you obviously, I think you had 12 tackles tonight. It's just, this defense is so deep. And it seems to be paying off in the second halves of these games, does it not?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we've always talked, Coach Lamandola's always preached about the next man up mentality, and he treats us all like we're going to be the guys going in. So, I mean, during practice, we're still getting reps, and we're busting our butts and watching film in there. I mean, the linebacker group, I think all the coaches would agree, are probably the hardest workers, but we also believe in each other, and we know that they're going to do their job. We're going to do our job. And that's the most important thing.
Thanks, man.
Good.